What's up, guys? Welcome to JP's Sports Recap Show, the first show. So every Tuesday I will be here on this channel talking about the weekend in sports, If something comes up during before Tuesday or after Tuesday, I'll make a quick show about that. If it's important. If it's not important, then it doesn't really matter. So first off, I'm gonna go over the divisions really quick. Who surprised me, who hasn't. That's what this show is gonna be about today. I'm gonna go, primarily with scores and everything. But today's show, this is the first show. I'm just gonna do divisions. First off, in the NFC, Giants, Redskins, two teams who had the least expectations. They're at 3-1. The Cowboys 2-2. Tony Romo, no surprise, he's been very inconsistent. The Eagles, the so-called Dream Team, which Michael Vick came out actually today and said that that's basically dead, which they've been all trying to kind of squash that because it gives them too much, I guess, hype, whatever. But there's no Dream Team to me in sports. Detroit, my biggest surprise so far, Matthew Stafford. They're at 4-0. Matthew Stafford, amazing quarterback. Calvin Johnson, I mean, Megatron, amazing. Throw that ball up there, he catches it no matter how many defenders are over there. Green Bay, no surprise, 4-0. Minnesota, can't finish a game. They look like they're going to win. They have a substantial lead, and all of a sudden, they just blow it. Chicago, no surprise, they're underachieving. Tampa Bay, no surprise as well. They're at 3-1. They're not that big of a surprise to me, in the fact that every year they've been getting better. And every year they've been showing improvement. This year they're finally actually getting over that hump and showing it. Atlanta, 2-2. They're not appealing to me. They're actually really boring to me. They are also missing a lot of pieces, so I don't see them doing too good this year. Carolina, though, at 1-3, must be the best 1-3 team in football right now. Cam Newton, he's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. I mean, eye-popping numbers. MVP of the league right now, in my opinion. Actually, no, Calvin Johnson is my MVP right now to the standings. I just think he's really helped the Lions actually be, undefeated. Give Carolina maybe about 2 years, maybe even less, and they'll be a really good football team. San Francisco is the only winning team in the NFC West, which that division I really don't care about because it's a mess. It's a boring division. You got Seattle, nothing's going for them. Arizona, they're an okay team. I mean, I just don't. They're just okay. They just falter a lot, in my opinion. The Rams, they have a good quarterback. They just need, more people around Sam Bradford to make that team elite. Their receivers are good. They're really not too many big names, but they show up. In the AFC now, Buffalo Bills, 3-1. They're kind of concerning, though, to me because when they play with the lead, they lose. But when they play from behind, they win. So, I mean, go figure. You ask yourself that, answer that. I don't know. New England, no surprise, 3-1. The Jets, 2-2. Highly overrated, in my opinion. The Dolphins, terrible. All around, a bad football team. Actually, all around, just bad. They can't sell out a game, so their fans are terrible. Also, you got, Baltimore, they're good. Their defense is outstanding this year also as well. I mean, the Bengals and Browns, they're just boring to me. I hate watching them play because I just want to go to sleep, change the channel. The Steelers, they're not the Steelers of old, guys. They got ran through last weekend, which is unheard of the Steelers defense, but they had no control over the game, basically. And people, stop calling for Ben Roethlisberger's head because He's still a good quarterback. It's not all his fault. Give the guy a break. He's human. Then you have the Texans. Okay, the Texans. I'll be a believer. I will be a believer. Put this on paper. I will be a believer if they start winning without Andre Johnson. Andre Johnson is out. There's no timetable for his return. If they start winning and they don't collapse, then I'll be a believer. As for now, you know, in the past they've collapsed, so I'm not really that big of a believer yet. You got the Titans, who have been winning on the radar. I haven't really been watching the Titans too much, so I don't know too much about them, and I don't know their style of play really, so I don't really even like them. I don't care really. Got the Colts. I mean, what did you expect? Peyton Manning is out. Once you lose Peyton Manning, they have no depth in the quarterback position. Curtis Painter might be good in the next few years, or I mean, maybe by the end of the season, but this season is basically lost. I mean, I call for 2, 3, maybe even as much as 4 wins for the Colts. If their defense is really good though. If their defense wakes up, maybe they could, you know, get over that hump and win a couple more games. But San Diego is good. There's no surprise. I mean, Phillip Rivers is a good quarterback. Oakland is a better football team than 2-2. They have good running back. You know, they got a good quarterback. You know, he's come back, you know, since playing in, you know, Washington. I mean, he's made a step forward. Their defense is okay. They got to, you know, sew up some things, but I think they'll be okay, actually. The Chiefs and Broncos are bottom 1-3. Both teams are just needing help. I'm not going to say too much about them. Thank you guys for watching. Thumbs up. You know, comment. Oh, let me know what your favorite team is, what you think about them, how they look, about the season in general so far. Let me know. Come back every Tuesday for this show. I really do appreciate you watching. I appreciate you subscribing. Enjoy this weekend's games. It'll be a good one. Peace, guys. See you next Tuesday.